Hello students. In this video lesson you will be learning this application called Boxy. It's a website that lets you create shapes, lets you create graphics, and you'll be learning how to create circles, rectangles, ellipses, crescents, triangles, stars, a cog wheel. You'll learn how to fill in the shapes with color, resize them, and change the shape outline, color, and the width of the outline. Now keep in mind the unfortunate thing about this, since it's a free app, you might need to register. I registered, that's why you see graphics screws here. And the other thing that I don't like about this program is that it doesn't let you save your work. So once you're finished with something, you need to screenshot it. And I have this extension here called Save to Google Drive. You should install that extension on your Google Chrome browser in order to save any of the work you make. The other thing is, once you commit to making something on this website, a graphic, you need to finish it, because if you close it out, it's going to go away forever. So that's the unfortunate thing about this application. Unless you choose to pay for it, and I don't expect anyone to pay for it, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm just going to screenshot my work and be done. So go to the website. It should be in the description, or I should have provided a little link somewhere for you to click on. Or you can just type in boxy-svg.com/app and you'll get here. On the left side, you have a lot of tools, and when you use your fingers to scroll along that left side, you'll see more tools pop up. Okay, so what are we learning? Let's start with the circle. So scroll down until you see the gray circle, and you click on it. When you click on it, you get some options, but we don't need to do any of those options. And using your trackpad, I'm not using a mouse. I don't assume that you have a mouse. If you have a mouse, definitely use a mouse. The mouse is going to make this a lot easier, but I'm using my trackpad on my computer. So I'm going to click and hold down on the trackpad and drag to the right, and a circle will appear. Okay. Now let's click on rectangle. Do the same thing. So click and drag, and you can create rectangles. What else did we say we're going to make? Ellipses. This is right here. So click on ellipse, click and drag. I'm going to make a triangle. There's a triangle shape. Click on triangle, click and drag. Whoa. Okay. Don't worry about moving or anything right now. We'll learn that in a little bit here. We're going to learn how to make a star. So find the star shape, click star, click and drag. And then the cog wheel or gear, click and drag. Alright, so the next thing is to fill the shapes in with color. So scroll to the top of this toolbar, and we're going to click on transform. So that lets you click and move your shapes. So if I click on the circle and hold down on the trackpad, it lets me move it. So I'm just going to move my shapes around so you get that experience. And you'll notice there's these little nodes in the corners and the sides. If you grab one of those corners, you can resize it, you can squish it, squeeze it. Okay. If you click on it again, you get these corner nodes that are red, these side nodes that are orange. The red ones, they let you rotate. See that? So if I were to squish, and the orange ones, they deform it. And then click on it again to get back to resize. On the far right, you have more tools. The first tool is fill. So fill, this type right here is solid. So fill, it fills in your shape with whatever color you click on here. So you can drag that around. You can drag this rainbow color selector around, and you change the color of whatever shape is selected. Okay, so that's the basics for that. If you scroll down in that menu, see where it says stroke? So stroke is now selected. and we can change the color. Well, actually no, we can't. I'm gonna leave it on fill. That's right here, the stroke menu. So I click on that, make it like a black color, scroll down, there's width, so I can increase the width of the stroke. So look at the circle. So fill is the inside color, stroke is the outline. So if I were to click on the triangle, I'd have to repeat that process to change the color. So click on fill. Oops, it went away. Make sure you click on it so it stays. And let's make this one, let's make it like orange. Okay. And then go to stroke. Click on type, the first type. And let's make it black. So scroll down to black. Yep. Scroll down and increase the width. So you can actually change the number. Let's make it 10 and then press enter. Haha. Alright, so we learned how to make these shapes. We learned how to fill in shapes with color. We learned how to resize shapes. And we learned how to change the shape outline, color, and width. So far we've completed all the objectives in the lesson. What I would like to see you do next is make these other colors, whatever colors you want them to be. Don't leave them gray, and add a stroke. Also, if you click on the cog wheel again, well, it doesn't, I think you should be able to play with that. Let's go to generators. Nope. So as you can tell, I'm also learning this software because we're distance learning. I don't know how to use this software. It's very similar to the software I teach in our class called Inkscape. It's almost the same thing. Oh, here we go. So there's this edit button. So click on edit. And on the cog wheel, you get these little green circles. So it lets you, look at that. How cool is that? It lets you change some of the properties of your cog wheel. That should work on all the other shapes. Oh, look at that. I can make the triangle have like smooth corners. Same with the rectangle. Same with, that's really cool. Oh, look at that. So in the center one for the star, lets you increase the number of points on the star. So that's this edit one. Okay. Another thing, if you click on this view button right here on the tools, you can actually increase the size or decrease the size of your white canvas that you're working on. Okay. So once you're done, you need to screenshot this, and that screenshot is going to get saved somewhere, and you need to submit that for credit. What I would like you to also experiment with is text. So click on text, write your name, and play around with that. Play with the transform tool, play with the edit tool, change the colors, do something interesting with that. And screenshot it, turn it in. This save to Google Drive, I absolutely love this extension. If you click on that, it's going to automatically take a screenshot of your whole screen, which is all I need. It's perfect. It's going to give me exactly what I need to see. You're going to rename this as Boxy Lesson 1 and your name and apply, and that's going to go straight into your Google Drive. If you haven't seen that lesson on this extension, it's posted on your Google Classroom, and I'm going to also post it again in this assignment description. Alright, so that's your first lesson with Boxy, and that's some of the basics. We'll be using this a little bit more in some other lessons, and I hope you have an easy time with this. Please reach out to me if you need help.